Hello guys, welcome back to Homesteading with the Heberts. Tonight we're going to go ahead and work on the snowball a little bit more. It's about 21 degrees out. It's 10:30 at night. It's the only chance I'm going to have to work on this before the pending snow. They're saying we're going to get anywhere between 3 to 6 inches within the next day and a half. So this is the last time I have a chance to work on this. The part just came in today. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take off the carburetor, and then we're going to go inside and work on changing everything I need to change on the carburetor from the old one to the new one, and then we'll come back out and put it on. Alright, so let's get to it. Sorry about the lighting, guys. Obviously it is pretty dark out. So to remove the carburetor, I'm just taking these two bolts right here off. Alright, so the carburetor's off. So now I'm just going to go ahead and move the fuel line here. Just like that. Then we'll just take the carburetor off. Now we're just going to take this inside. And then we'll finish up taking what I need off of it and putting it on the new one. So let's go. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to take off is the choke assembly here. Here's the new carburetor. We're going to put the choke assembly back on. Alright, the next part we got to take off is the mounting bracket here. This is the part that the shroud connects to. And that's going to come off with a 6.5mm socket. Now the interesting thing with this is the new one, the threads are not tapped in. So these are supposed to be self-tapping screws. We'll find out in a second. Before I go too far, I'm going to go ahead and put the second one in as well. That looks like it's good. Nice and tight there. One more. There we go. Alright, so we got the mounting bracket, we got the choke on. Now it's ready to go back onto the machine. So we're going to go out there and put it back on. Alright guys, so we're back outside. We've got the new part. We're just going to go ahead and connect this in. Now, we had to remember which hole, which one of these holes this goes into, and it goes into that one. Alright, so for this one, it's going to go in that hole right there. Alright, this gasket looks pretty good. Oh yeah, this gasket looks good, so I'm just going to go ahead and reuse the gasket instead of going and scraping that off and trying to get the new one on it. So I just need to get this throttle cable, slide that back into the hole. There we go. Fuel line back on. Fuel line's back on. Grab one of the nuts. Come up to the hole. Slide it in. Now this is going to be the fun part because there's not a lot of room in here. Go. tighten that one down. I'm going to go ahead and put the second one on as well. That one's on. Alright, so the carburetor's on. I'm just going to try and get the clamp for the fuel line back on. Then we'll put the breather hose back on. Okay. Now there we go, it's all back on. Now the one thing with this one, I was checking out all the reviews on this carburetor. Unfortunately, one of the big problems that I saw, or that they were having, was it was leaking. So we're going to go ahead and put some fuel in and see if we can see any leaks. That should be enough fuel to see if there's any leaks going on. So now we'll come back over here, check the bowl. Doesn't look like we're seeing anything. Let's hit the primer. Oh. Now when I hit the primer, it did leak. However, I think where it came out of, yep, it's just coming up and over, so it's not really leaking. Let's go ahead and close the choke. So the bowl itself is not leaking. It's because of the angle of it. When I primed it, it went ahead and fell through. Alright, it is pretty late, so I do not want to start this up. So we'll start it in the morning and see where we're at there. And see if it's going to work. But I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. So there we go. Alright, so there's a couple other things I still need to do. But that should get it so that we'll check it in the morning, see if it's good. I still want to do an oil change, but if I need to, I can wait until after the first storm for that. The other thing I want to do is I want to put some stuff in the tires to stop them from going flat as well. Other than that, she'll be ready for the winter. We'll come out tomorrow morning and test fire it and see if it'll start up alright. Alright guys, so if you haven't seen the first video of why I had to change out the carburetor, I'll go ahead and put a link to that video up here on one of the cards so you can check that out, and that'll explain why I actually had to change the whole carburetor and not just do a little bit of work on it. Alright, thanks guys, bye. Hey guys, something I just noticed is the reason I replaced this is because the jet broke on the inside. I just noticed that I can actually go in and back this out. Now I got the pin out. Everything else is still good. So I'm actually going to keep this as a spare carburetor because everything else on it is still good. So we're going to go ahead and go get the bowl, put the bowl back on here, and repackage it up. So if you ever break the needle, or the nut that the needle goes in with, that's how you get it out. And you don't have to replace the whole carburetor. Good morning guys, it's the morning after I put the new carburetor on, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can't fire this up. Alright, I haven't put the new shroud on, or the shroud on just yet, just in case I need to do any work. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on. Give it a quick prime, which we got plenty of fuel in there. We're going to choke it because it's real cold out. Let's see if we can't get it started with one pull. That's not good. Oh, guys, it froze. It rained last night when I had it outside. Got some water in here. Now the flywheel's frozen shut. So now I'm going to have to take that apart and work on that. So I don't know if you guys can see in there, but there's a little bit of ice right there. So I'm just trying to use a hairdryer. To melt that little bit of ice. Alright, so I was able to break up the flywheel free, so let's go ahead and see if it starts up. guys, welcome back. Hey guys, so I was able to get the snowblower started. It's running alright right now. It does sound like it may need a little bit of a carburetor adjustment, fine tuning, but it is running, so I should be able to take care of the storm, and then I'll finish all the other adjustments I have to do to it later. Thanks for coming along, guys. Have a great day. Bye.